TikTok. That's so cute.
Hello and welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem and our ongoing Vampire the Masquerade game, The Fall of London. I'm Lavaita, I'll be your storyteller. I'll do a quick summary of events so far, then we'll meet the players and we'll get straight back into it. Our coterie of cultists have come to the British Museum where Gwenllian Arwyn is currently trapped by inclusion on a red list of the Camarilla and also by mortal hunters who are outside the building. The coterie are here to retrieve an artifact, a Phrygian cap, which they might be able to use to help restore the elder Methuselah Mithras to power. Each of our kindred also have some individual drives and promises that we'll get to as and when. At the end of the last session, Gwenllian offered the cap in exchange for being removed from the red list. This is a list held by the Camarilla that basically are people who it's okay to kill. The coterie also remembered some important details about a ritual that put them into torpor 70 years before, that some of their choices and memories might not have been entirely their own. And as a consequence of that, some of their character sheets have changed a little bit, and they've got slightly different ambitions and slightly different convictions to the ones they started out with. Just highlighting that for the players, to be honest. Let's do popcorn. If I start with Floss, please, and you see who you are, see who you're playing, and pass to someone else.
Hello, I'm Floss, and I am playing Alice Mockingdale. Over to you, Genek.
Hi, I'm Genek, and I'm playing Tony Castelli down to Dyson.
There we go. Hi, I'm Dyson. I'm playing Dr. Henry. And over to you, Lady Catherine.
Testing. It was working. Not even 5 minutes ago. Hi, my name is Gaul and I am playing Lady Catherine. Over to you, Dyson. No, Bintak.
Hi, I'm Bintak and I play Tommy Smith.
I've been seeing all this stuff and it's not been coming out on stream. Fantastic. You've had quite a long night. You're at this party at the museum now. Gwenllian's made you the offer and you were wanting to take some time to discuss it, and that's roughly where we finished up last time. So I'm going to let you discuss it and come to an idea of what you want to do, how you want to respond to Gwenllian. You don't have an amazingly long time because sunup will be coming.
I would rather get the cap another way because I don't want another elder vampire in London.
What you mean, not helping?
Isn't helping her to get off this red list. We get the cap another way.
Do you have any ideas?
No, that is the problem. So that's why I'm happy to go with the group consensus, but personally, I don't want to help another elder vampire. Same as I don't want to help Mithras.
So I'm quite keen.
I want to see Mithras back.
So I'm quite keen to help. Gwenllian get off the red list because we're like part of the same clan and we're essentially just like kindred spirits. So I'm just like, yes, must help. So that's where Tony is. That's where I am. I'm just like, no, gotta help her. Want her off the red list. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. So
I must say I do agree. She needs to be off that list.
Do we necessarily care about the vampire?
I don't care if she's on the list or not. I just want Mithras back.
That's pretty much where I am. I want to see Mithras back. This elder vampire has been cowering away and hiding. Doesn't seem very elderly vampire.
How do you not know that's the same in Mithras?
I don't. But if it is, we can deal with that at the time. We can only deal with the knowledge we have in front of us.
So you're wanting to be able to have to deal with 2 elder vampires?
We can hit the gym on the way. What are our realistic options? They have the cap we need. We don't know where the cap is. We need to find out one way or another. So we need them for that, I suppose. But other than that, can we find out where the cap is without them telling us? Of free will. You're an elder vampire, so it's unlikely we're going to be able to use any kind of mind tactics.
Well,
An
unlikely to
unfortunately good
succeed.
point.
Not impossible, though. Well, as I
Not
said,
impossible.
we don't have a better plan, so I'm on Gwenllian. I'm happy to go with the group consensus. Because I don't think we have a lot of time to get the cap anyway.
So
But
where
The
do you
other
think our
question I
options are?
have is then how do we get off our red list? That's potentially equals hard to get the cap without her consent.
So
Does seem like a chore.
to confirm, if we help Arwen off the list, we get the Phrygian cap.
That is the claim. No guarantees, obviously.
And what's everyone's opinions on restoring Mithras to power?
I have no interest in that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly jumping for joy. All I care about is my wife.
Now, that's an interesting point because the only connection we've got to your partner, Lady Catherine, is the gentleman who you managed to accidentally bite, and who you have arranged to meet, I think, in a night that's coming up. That hasn't happened yet.
What route gets you towards your wife? Does this impact that at all?
Whatever gets me to her fastest. I think above table, Lady Catherine literally does not care about Mithras. So she'll do whatever gets the ball rolling, really.
Given that some of your memories have come back now, it was Angelique that got you into the cult of Mithras in the first place, and it was after that that she embraced you as a kindred. I mean, it'd be quite a thing to use a word like indoctrination, but it could look like that to someone else.
Mm. Ooh.
I feel if we spend time getting them off the list, that's time that's not going to help you in your goal.
That's a very good point, Dr. Henry.
I won't stop you if you want to try and split the party.
I also believe if we spend time getting people on that list, and they're off that list, that does make it very safe for them around here.
Do we have any other leads on the cap?
You know that Gwenllian has it, and Gwenllian is trapped for the time being in the British Museum. There's hunters outside, and all of London's kindred are poised to potentially attack her if she leaves her own haven. which is why she hasn't. So if she has it, chances are it's either here or somewhere else that she knows about. Do you remember that lady, the prince had a vault that you were able to get the stamp from? She may have something like that. You don't know. Or it may be somewhere in the museum.
Even the items structure, surely we could locate it using some kind of a cult.
Could you? Have you got any of you got that ability?
Nope.
Possibly learn it. Got some spare XP.
I reckon you need more XP than you've got to learn something like that if you ain't on that path already.
It's the fact that it's like it's too much time to get how Gwenllian off the red list, but we might be able to learn something. We might have time to learn something that means we can locate the cap.
Can we come back in 2 years' time? I've just got college.
Yeah, like there's no time to take this person off this list, but we can really do a bit of learning.
As far as I understand it as well, to get her off the list, we'd have to speak to the prince.
We would. Who is vanished. We have no
Yeah,
idea
they're
where.
where around.
Yeah.
But you've got a contact who probably knows where the prince is.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's not going to be that easy either.
I seem to remember as well, we didn't exactly leave it on best terms with the prince.
You had asked, the prince had asked you to go and dispose of someone, and you didn't.
Well, they thought we did.
Luckily, someone else did, but
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
They thought we did, but then we did go and ransack their vault.
That might have been a good thing.
So
the bottom line is, for me, I need to see Mithras return. That is what I have been charged with. That is our mission. That's what we were brought back for.
I do not believe we should so blindly follow orders.
I think it is good to question, but right now we don't have time to question. We need to bring him back and question later. Just because we bring him back doesn't mean we have to continue following him once he's here.
If we bring him back, would we not be all his thralls then? We'll not question then.
Sorry, can you say that one more time? I didn't
If we bring him back, would we not be his thralls and therefore would not question?
Would we become his thralls?
I don't see why not. That's what the visions implied.
Nobody has said what happens when he comes back. Just that he must come back. And I think for you to say the way you're talking, you seem to forget the order of things. The vampires have been this way for centuries. And it has worked.
Doesn't mean to say that it has to continue that way.
How do you see it? Who would lead?
That we don't know. But
you've seen this current prince. Do you think they're fit to lead?
No. But I don't think Mithras is either.
I've heard a lot about that newfangled democracy going on over in America. Could perhaps have a vote, but right now we need to make a decision.
Well, the first point of order is, do we get her off the red list or not? So, I can see the consensus seems to be we do. So let's go off and do that.
Personally, I will stay here and try and locate the cap. If I can find it.
So you're going to go read some books for a while, yeah? See if you can learn that ability.
I am going to go invisible and walk around the museum and see if I can see any caps.
Right. Okay, good luck with that. So
I'm just imagining Dr. Henry walking up to people and going, "Is that the right kind of cap?"
I know what.
So we're gonna need to go and make contact with who is it who's who need to
It was her like a min type PA type person.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Lady Scarlett Churchill.
It was Churchill, wasn't it? Yeah.
She was your contact who was kind of. She isn't the Keeper of Elysium because that's Regina Blake, but she was kind of doing that job, which you got the sense that Regina wasn't very happy about.
Right. So where do we find her?
You have our contact phone number for her. So you could do a
who's
call or a text, or you also met her, I think. So this is going back to like, granted, this is episode 14, and this was back in episode 2, I think. But you met her,
Yep.
in amongst the very tall skyscrapers, which I've temporarily forgotten the name of.
The Shard?
No,
The Shard, but we don't call it the Shard.
no, alongside all the like HSBC building, and I put Pentex in
Canary
there
Wharf?
as well. Yeah, Canary Wharf. Thank you. You went and met with her at Canary Wharf.
Yes.
It's one of the documents I don't have open right now.
Yeah. So
You don't know whether she operates out of there, but like you do have a number for her.
who's making a call or texting? Who feels like being beautifully persuasive?
Who's got those
Well-
good skills?
That'll be on Lady Catherine, won't it?
See, I thought you were rather persuasive,
Which of us were you talking to?
Alice.
Not me.
No, it's me again. Okay. Just because I know how to use these newfangled emoticons and you guys don't.
I mean, I'm reasonably persuasive, you know.
Okay, so am I sending this text then? Am I?
You want?
Okie dokie.
What are you going to see?
I believe we have something to discuss. Meet me here at Insert Place.
Okay, where are you meeting them?
That's a really good question. Where should we meet them? Because I feel like bringing them to the British Museum right now is going to be like putting a target.
That's not a good plan.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
What
So-
about where neutral spots, not where we're hanging?
What is a neutral spot? Nando's?
Nando's.
Which of the 20-something Nando's around London would you be?
Yes.
I've heard Pret a Manger is quite
What
good.
is one near Canary Wharf? Because someone mentioned Canary Wharf earlier, and that's.
I mean,
I don't know much about places in London. I know there's Bexley,
I'm not asking you to like.
Islington.
You could say like what kind of place you're looking for, and we will find somewhere suitable. So, like, if you want to meet in like a park, or in a church, or in a
library.
If you want to just throw up Google Maps and just look at something, you can pick somewhere and we can use that. But like, it's entirely up to yourself. Lady Catherine has been in Torpor for about 70 years and around for about 2 to 3 weeks. Depends how much of a grasp on London she's got.
Canary Wharf. Why is everything not doing what I want it to?
What about
That's a
what
very
about-
kindred sentiment.
What about a wine bar near Canary Wharf?
A wine bar.
Over here. That goes there. That goes down
I
here.
mean, what's
that?
closest to where we are? What's closest to where we are now?
So you're kind of in the sort of Bloomsbury part of London.
Yeah,
You're not-
we're Bloomsbury. I mean,
It's mainly quite an urban area with lots of streets, shops, cafes. They'll be closed during the night, of course.
Nando's.
Housing.
Sorry.
They'll be. I was just focusing on the chicken. This is very strange. I was rewatching This is Seattle by Night. And they
Tower
were
of
weirdly
London
fixated
is-
on.
Tower of London is
Tackleback.
like equidistant between the two things.
Gothic.
Yeah, it's about halfway. So if she's anywhere, if she does her business close to where,
Mm-hmm.
The Tower of London's pretty much smack bang in the middle from where we are now.
So,
But
Lady,
obviously it's gonna be-
it's ultimately your choice, Lady Catherine. Where are you going to ask her to meet you?
I think the Tower of London is a great idea.
And like inside or out?
Can we get inside the Tower of London?
You can try. IRL, I think it shuts at night, and it might be easier to arrange to meet near the Tower of London.
Okay, I think near the Tower of London then, because also I feel like I don't feel like breaking into the Tower of London should be on our bucket list right now.
I feel like, I mean, I'm not telling you not to. If you want to try breaking into the Tower of London, you can absolutely give it a shot. I will not stop you, but I might need to stop the session and then prepare for like reading up on what the security at the Tower of London's like. But I've got
We're
other
going to
stuff.
meet up some beef eaters.
I'm only joking there because I've actually got loads of stuff we can do in this session, and like that's not going to happen.
Well, there's like gardens next to it, so there's like a whole park.
There's a little plaza.
Yeah.
There's a little
Lavaita's
plaza
already
next door.
done her homework and she's pushing for you to actually make use of it, so it's not a waste of time.
No, it's fine. What I would anticipate is she'll probably not be able to meet you tonight. It's going to be in a night's time or in a couple of nights' time, and we have some ground to cover with other issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So the gardens near the Tower of London then.
Okay, so you text Lady Scarlet Churchill suggesting that you meet in the Tower Bridge Plaza 1 night from now, 2 nights from now?
Let's go with 2 nights.
Okay.
Because I'm also keeping in mind that Sleazeball wants to meet up at some point.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't come to him, he might come to you. Now, when did we say this was? Because I am tracking days in real time as well.
Not for because I want to just do that bit, mostly for like continuity issues.
No, you're fine. I've got every NPC is making moves even when you're not. So like some stuff.
Oh, well, that's mildly horrifying.
Some things have been in motion for a few sessions now that you won't know about yet, but you might do soon. Everything you've been doing has had an effect. You've not been inhabiting the world without doing anything, even from your first leaving that warehouse where you were shot at by people. And where also you murdered a bunch of students. Yeah, that's... Okay, Dr. Henry.
Yes.
I think we will be doing a wits and... Would you say academics or... I'm trying to think.
Well, I was thinking of perhaps...
It could be awareness because you're looking for something.
Could also be investigation, because if I'm currently in
Oh,
her
you know what?
office
Investigation is a good shout. Okay.
I'm currently in where they are now, so if I'm going to look for any kind of records on where they kind of keep this stuff, some what academics investigation maybe.
Yeah, or are you just going to like look around the museum and see if you can spot it just out? Might be a thing.
I don't know. It feels like a shot in the dark, and I think Genek might break if I find it doing it that way.
Just in passing. Hi, Rob.
It's
I was
fine.
trying to see
We're
hi to
like,
people in chat.
thought we were doing something else.
Let me just
yeah,
double
I
check a
suppose
couple of
it'd
things
be-
whilst I work out how hard this is going to be.
So if I go for like an intelligence investigation, just whilst I look
Intelligence
around.
investigations sound very good to me. I just want to set you a target, so give me a second while I figure out how
2?
hard this is going to... No, I'm sorry. I
2.5.
I admire your moxie.
I've got 5 in Moxie.
That's a different game. Just double checking where the cap actually is right now.
Oh, if you could tell me, that would be great.
I mean, I can tell you if you get a good roll that meets this target. Yeah. I remember reading a huge bit telling me about where the cap is. I have to say the layout on later books is far better than the layout on the early V5 books.
I've got whatever to send over at some point as well.
Ooh. Okay. Right. It's gonna be difficulty of 4.
Difficulty of 4.
And if it and there's a little bit of leeway each way, like you might get or not get more or less information depending how close to 4 you are.
Is this one of those things that I can use anything to boost with or not?
What you could rouse the blood and give yourself an extra dot. That would mean doing a rouse check, and then you could add 1 die.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, you're 1 hungrier. You're now on
Oh,
hunger 3.
Fine, this museum is basically a takeaway.
Yeah, it's more
Right.
of a buffet, I think.
Right, so we're going to go that.
So you can add 1 to your dice pool, but you're rolling with 3 hunger dice now. So if you get a bestial, what's it called? The thing where you succeed, but the beast does it for you, which hasn't happened.
I am the greatest dice man alive.
You got 5 successes. Okay. You look for the documentation about what's in the museum, where things are. You remember that you'd heard that this was from Roman times, that Gwenllian was actually in Britain before Mithras was? And in the Roman exhibition, in the same room where you met Gwenllian, although she's not there now, you see a few things that could be a Phrygian cap. Now, you've seen the actual Phrygian cap in the flashback that we had in the last session. You know what it looks like, but it's been a little time since then. In the case, very well protected, you have found 2 potential Phrygian caps openly on display.
I shall take them both.
You can't get into, so they're sealed up in glass cases with lots of security. There's lasers, there's locks on the doors. There's no keyhole, just a little flat surface. Right at this moment, you can't see how you would possibly get into it short of just breaking the glass, setting off every alarm in the place and alerting every security guard within a 2-mile radius. I exaggerate slightly.
But I can go invisible.
And leaving you with that thought, Lady Catherine, you receive a text back going where Lady Scarlet says, "Very surprising to hear from you, but I will attempt to meet. What time? I do hope you have good news."
What time is a good question?
Sundown just now is approximately 6-7 o'clock in the evening, but it would be uncouth to meet someone within an hour of sunrise, because that's like meeting someone at 8 o'clock in the morning for us.
Shall we say 8:30 in the evening?
Fate is acceptable, she replies. So 2 nights from now, you will meet with Lady Scarlet, Lady Catherine, and whoever goes with her will meet with Lady Scarlet in the plaza by the Tower of London at 8:30 in the evening.
Excellent.
I've got another row of stickers to do. Alice, what are you doing at this point?
I don't know. Trying to find a way to get the cap.
Dr. Henry, do you think you'd have said to Alice that you found it?
Blindly follow Dr. Henry, possibly.
This is a heck of a time to realise that I haven't taken out all of my d10s, so I'm just going to do that for a second. Excuse the dice noises, but I need some, and I'm all, because we've been playing other games, I've had different dice out. So, 1 second. I need to do a roll.
Dr. Henry has left the building.
It's okay. This is fine. We've got Dr. Henry parked for the time being, and if something's happening that needs Dr. Henry's attention, I have no problem with him giving it. Apologies for all the noise. Although some people like that dice noise thing, so swings and roundabouts. Okay. Alice. A couple of people have also noticed that you look a bit like this Steely from the Mithraic part of the exhibition. They ask if they can take your picture next to it.
Ooh.
You know, like those photographs you sometimes see of people in art galleries who look just like the art they're looking at?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, please. Like, it would look so good. You look just like her.
Why do you want a photo of me, though?
Oh, it'd just be cool. You don't have to if you don't want to.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
thank you.
Tony, what are you doing at this point? Because you've got a kind of kinship with Gwenllian. Now, Gwenllian's kind of wandered off just now. She's attending the party, roughly. She is dressed for it. What are you going to do?
I mean, I dressed for a party as well.
You did. You're all dressed for a party. Like, some of you cleaned up especially for this.
I cleaned up especially for a party. So I'm just very like not excited, but I'm just like interested in what's going on, really. So I think I'm probably just kind of not stalking her, because that's creepy. But just kind of like being attentive to kind of like seeing who she's talking to, gently stalking.
You see her talking to a few...
She's going to notice because she's going to notice anyway. But yeah.
You see her talking to a few mortals, a few people who seem to be sort of organising events and running things a bit. It's possible she's quite high up in the museum itself. Maybe she's even involved in running this whole exhibition and this party.
Yeah.
But she's mainly doing, like, checking that there's enough food for everyone, checking that everyone is being looked after, that there's no trouble happening, that the galleries that are meant to be closed are still closed, the galleries that are meant to be open are open and accessible. The administration of running an event like this.
Yeah. Just a bit of hosting.
Mm-hmm. And Tommy, what are you doing during this?
I am going to go to the front of the building
Mm-hmm.
and see if there's windows that I can look through onto the hunters, but not actually. I'm going to try and scout out first so I can look and reckon that window might look onto them before I go up to it. And then I'm
Okay, are you going to be using
obfuscate.
any abilities or anything like that while you're doing this?
Yeah, not. Well, presuming I'm not in view of them, not yet. But when I got up to window before I got up, I'll be obfuscating.
Okay.
With the ability to move while obfuscated,
Yep.
and then I want to have a look out and
Unseen
see what
passage.
those hunters are doing.
I think that is. Double checking.
Yeah, unseen passage.
Now, is that a rouse check? I don't think it is. It might be.
One rouse check.
Right, then do your rouse check and we'll see if you get hungrier doing this.
Yep.
You did. So I've got a couple of people at Hunger 3 now. Excellent. You're approaching the window at the front. To start with, you can't see anything for a while, and you pull the shadows around you and are unseen to anyone who might be looking. You get closer to the window and you can see the outline of a couple of faces. They're sitting by the front door, kind of just inside the doorway. And to a normal person walking in, a tourist or whatever, they might just look like possibly an unhoused person or someone just wanting shelter. But you looking at them with knowing what they likely are. They've got some weapons, some hidden weapons. They've got a big coat on. lots of pockets where lots of things could be concealed. There's only 2 of them at the moment.
And if I look to either side,
You mean the other side of the building, or the other?
right? No, the outside different. I presume I've just looked at a one window. So if I look left and right out that window, like
Yeah,
the front.
there's 2 people on one side and no one else on the other side.
Right. Okay, then I'm going to go round and have a look round each side of the building if I can, and have a look out.
Okay, I'm simplifying the building into a rectangle for the purposes of this. On one side, you've got the carefully arranged piece of pipework where you managed to sneak into the building yourself. You remember you were shown how to get in by a Nosferatu who wanted to get a little sip of your blood in exchange for that information. And you don't see any other hunters around the outside of the building. But as you move through this crowd of mostly mortals, you're very acutely aware that you could eat right now. It's gnawing a little bit, and Henry's experiencing something similar.
If I'm next to that pipe that I can get in and out.
And you have to crawl through the pipe. It's kind of an air conditioning outlet kind of thing where the grill at the end has been taken off.
Yep. Am I? Yeah, because I think I will need to feed, so I'm going to go out that way.
Okay. And doing the rounds again, now that you've sent that text message, Lady Catherine, what are you going to do at the party? Everyone else seems to have kind of wandered off to do different things. Tony is following Gwenllian, Alice is, and Dr. Henry seem to be looking for the cap itself. Tommy has vanished, but that's not unusual for Tommy.
I think Lady Catherine will probably be wandering around the exhibits, looking at the artwork and all the different jewelries, noticing a couple of rings that used to be hers.
Yes, definitely. Probably a tiara as well, I think.
Yes. Noticing a painting that was made by an old friend.
A lot of
things like that.
back and forth between Ventrue and Toreador, and the Toreadors are very into their art. So that wouldn't be a huge surprise that you know a few artists in the area. Some of the pictures and the fashions from the 1920s remind you of your friend Miles, whose house you've been staying in as a haven.
Above table, did we ever find out what happened to him?
Not yet.
Ooh.
From as far as you know, he was taken. He's vanished. He's not around. You thought for a moment that he had been destroyed, but it turned out that someone else had been destroyed on his kitchen table.
That's what I remembered. Okay, interesting to know.
Dr. Henry, now that you've found two potential candidates of Phrygian caps, do you want to try and make a move on them this night, or do you want to try and come back? How do you want to deal with this?
Right. So this is in the Roman exhibit.
Yep.
What kind of current population are we talking about in the vicinity?
There's about 10 to 15 people in the room, but they're kind of constantly coming in and going out, so it varies a little bit. Sometimes it's as low as 7, sometimes it's probably as much as 20, but they're all coming in, looking around, leaving again. Some people linger and chat.
Okay.
Weirdly, when you were talking to Gwenllian, the room emptied and stayed empty for as long as you were talking to her.
So they noticed Gwenllian's importance.
Maybe.
Not mine. This shall be rectified.
Before we go any further, could I offer any services? Because I have a couple of disciplines that may be useful, like mesmerize and forgetful mind.
I didn't even realize you were here with me.
Yeah, I said I was following you.
Sneaky. I don't think we move tonight, Alice. I think we need to work out the plan for this. This is going to be like a surgery. Now I understand you don't know surgery. But this will be like surgery. We need to plan it meticulously. In, do the job, and out. No room for error. No room for mistakes. And
So-
now we're just watching. We're seeing the movements.
Can I
Whenever you
check?
see-
A
you will have
security
you will
kindred
have
or
your
not?
turn.
Is security kindred or not?
Looking at them, you can't rightly tell. Some security people working as they do mainly at night, they don't tend to have a strong pallor to their skin at the best of times. Just
Have you got
looking is hard to tell.
something?
Unless you actually saw them feeding or using some uncanny ability, I think you'd have a hard time telling. Unless you can't read auras, can you?
I am just checking.
Okay.
But yeah, so like for me, I'm currently trying to see if there's any where the locks are on these cabinets, what kind of alarm systems are in the room. So we're just basically trying to work out the room as much as I can.
Okay, you can't see an obvious like keyhole with a lock type situation. There's clearly a lock on the other side. Sorry,
I
Alice.
do have sense the unseen.
That would enable you to see something that's trying to stay hidden, but that wouldn't necessarily pick out that person's breathing or not. I guess you could pay close attention and see, like, are they breathing? Do they have a pulse? You might like just grab their arm and be like, "Sorry, didn't mean to do anything for you there," and like take their pulse subtly while you're doing it. That might be an option, but I don't think you can just tell by looking at the moment.
Do you have heightened senses? Might be able to do some of that.
No.
Okay, going back to the security system, it's a glass case with metal panels around the edges and a lock on one side that doesn't have an obvious keyhole. It does look like it could be electronic. You can't quite see how it's wired, and you haven't got any wires you can get to on this side of the glass.
So I'm also going to take note of how thick the glass is, or how thick it appears to be from where we are.
It's about half an inch, say 2 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters. No, that is an inch. 1 centimeter. I'm not used to doing conversions.
I won't mind doing a sense the unseen actually, just to see if there's any kind of hidden security in here.
Okay.
If you'd like to do so, Alice.
You're going to ask Alice to sense the unseen for you, or have you got sense the unseen too?
I do, but I feel like
I can do that, huh?
yeah.
That's free, I believe.
It is.
Right. So you push your blood into letting the sense of the room envelop you. You can hear the talking as if it's much louder. The lights seem brighter. Luckily, it's not too bright in here in the first place, where the exhibits are sort of taking the main bulk of the lights. Nothing seems unusual that you can tell at the moment. There isn't anything looking magical or anything trying to stay hidden. In the next room along, you do get the sudden sense that Tommy's kicking around, where previously you had not seen Tommy or been able to tell where Tommy was. Now you've got a sense that Tommy's there. He's checking the doors and the windows.
I don't think, Alice, Tommy has the same importance on Mithras anymore as we do.
Say that again.
I don't think Tommy has any allegiance to Mithras anymore like we do.
No, I don't think he does. And I'm a bit sus.
Are we going to have to talk about PvP?
No, I won't do that. Oh, Bintak, I won't do that. I think we're just going to have to explore around this area, see if we can work out any kind of information that's going to help us. Getting maybe some wits awareness rolls or something like that. Maybe coming, I don't know.
You're trying really hard to get one of those in ever since you boosted
I
them.
leveled it up and it's not being used.
Not yet. I mean, we nearly had one earlier, but then you were like, no, an investigation check. Can only...
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I did talk myself out of it. didn't I?
Yeah, you screwed yourself over there.
I mean, it was
Well,
still a good
fast.
roll. Still a good roll.
So There's 2 of them in here. We know that much. One of them is going to be this cat from Mithras.
Can I just say, though, that I do have mesmerize. I can issue complex commands to people.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can find the correct security person with the correct access to these caps, maybe I could issue a command.
I mean, the computer passwords are probably British Museum, given how good the museum's security is recently.
I need to find a laptop.
I feel like I need to drop an asterisk with a footnote explaining that joke for future generations.
That is a sound plan, but who is the correct one? We don't know. And how do we get them to enact that command with a minimum of 6 other people in this room?
It's something we can work on.
You will not be performing any surgery on me. Yeah, I think for now we're just gonna probably take our time. I don't think we're gonna be doing anything tonight, apart from just researching it. The only other option we got is just I pick up something heavy, smash it, and run. And it feels very unHenry.
It'd be very imprecise.
Yeah. I mean, I've got these surgical tools on me for a reason. So, unfortunately, electronic lock doesn't really pick very well.
It's a tricky one. You'd have to level up some stuff to have those kinds of skills.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of stuff just above where I am, which could help.
Mm-hmm. Tommy might know someone.
I think Tommy's planning to kill us.
No. Quite the contrary, really.
As the time fast approaches, too late for decent people to still be up, the party thins a little. The drinks have been stopped being served. There are still food items for the mortals available, but no more are being put out.
Given this party was done where it was, are we to assume there may have been some feeding intended?
Or for yourselves?
For the vampires that currently reside here?
It's possible. Gwenllian must be eating somehow.
They were drinking, correct?
Well, maybe not tonight, but if they weren't, they wouldn't still be here.
Okay. So I need to feed.
You could simply leave the party and feed wherever. I suspect that's what Tommy's about to do when we go back to Tommy.
Out the front is guarded.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's many bars and hotels in the sewers where we came in.
No, but there's lots around here in Bloomsbury.
But how do we get out?
Tommy got in somehow. Tommy didn't come with you on the underground. Tommy is currently not in the room with you, so you can't ask him, I'm afraid, just before he starts answering.
So I sensed him in the next room, so... Tommy!
Tommy's moved on since then. Tommy's outside, I think. Let's go back to Tommy. Tommy, where are you?
I'm outside.
Yay! Are you looking to...
inconvenient.
Were you looking to slake your thirst?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do an extended roll for this, because we have those now.
Before I leave, I'm going to text them and say, the front has 2, the sides have none.
Okay.
Sorry, the other sides have none, not this side.
And out on the streets, in the night, the cold night, you're looking for any particular sort of person?
Yep. Oh, I can't remember what. I mean, basically,
You are an alley cat, so you like to feed
Yep.
from people in
That's what
on the
it's like.
street in alleys that you've
Yeah.
just attacked often.
Yep.
That's your preference, but it's not the only way you can eat. So I'm just like, how do you want to do it?
I'm going to go for my usual way of the alley cat.
There's a
But
number.
what time is it till dawn?
You've got a couple of hours, but
Not dawn until sunrise.
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. You've got a couple of hours, but not loads of time, given that you have to get back to a haven somewhere.
Yeah, so I was sort of saying, could I get back to my haven and feed there on my feeding grounds in that
Ooh,
time?
yeah. You probably could, but you'd be abandoning your coterie again.
Again.
Right, okay, then I'll feed here.
To be fair, I take some responsibility for the last time he abandoned you because he wasn't here. So I just made a thing happen so that he could meet up with you later.
Yeah.
Around
I'll feed
Bloomsbury,
here. I'll look for a fairly. Is there any kind of more rundown building looks like?
there's a couple, and there's a couple of parks near there as well. So there might be some people, unhoused folks in the parks, or people who are
Well,
inebriated or high on
I'll
something
go
or
for
other.
I'll go for the rundown buildings first and see.
Right. Can you please give me a wits awareness to find a suitable type of person? And we'll just see how that goes. I'm not going to give you a difficulty. It's just how close do you get to what you're looking for?
Three.
Okay. Yeah, you find someone who's looking like the sort of person you'd be looking for.
Nope.
They don't look like they're entirely with it in the first place, so you've probably got a pretty good chance. Can you now give me a wits and streetwise for stalking them?
Sure.
You've got the person. It's no right kind of person for what you're after. Okay.
I have no streetwise.
Yeah. Might need to work on that. You find the person, you tail them. They don't seem to be going like into a helpful alley or anything though. But you come to a part in the street where there's no other people around. And with your 3 hunger, you possibly make your move a little hastily, but you pull it off.
Okay.
How much hunger are you planning to slake at this time while you're not being observed?
2 leaves them okay, isn't it?
Yeah, just about. Depends how cold the night is, but we'll see. That'll be another roll for me.
Then I'm going for 2.
Okay. You drink for 10, 15 minutes. And your thirst is slaked, so take your hunger back down to 1. The person you leave behind is ambulatory, but they're not entirely with it. They're even like they've been drinking a bit. They've got slightly less blood now, so the alcohol is having a larger effect on them than they might have intended. They'll probably get home okay. Probably.
Okay.
Do you return to the museum?
I do.
Okay. Tony. What to do?
What do? I'm
You've been tailing Gwenllian.
just trying to. Yeah, I've just been watching her out of curiosity. I don't know. I feel like I probably want to like speak to her again, like because obviously we spoke to her like as a group.
Do you approach her?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's a confident move.
Give me a second. Yeah, that'll work. Tony, let's talk somewhere a bit quieter. She takes you to another room, and as you go in, the small number of people that were in the room just happen to leave. Just happens. They just walk out. You've got the room to yourselves. It's so good to see you, young man. How has it been going? How's you finding London? Is it exciting?
It's interesting and really it's different, and I like lots of aspects of it. since we woke up from torpor. It like just more accepting in ways that I enjoy.
But there's so many ways that it's more. There's people watching all the time. The security cameras. It's such an impediment. It makes me wish for the 1950s again.
That is true.
Or
I mean,
the 500s. I mean,
1950s.
any time before these damn security cameras. What do you think the others in your coterie are going to do?
I think some of them seem much more welded to the concept of Mithras than I feel currently. I'd certainly like to get you off the red list.
I thought they were all very polite to not ask why I was on the red list. We've had stretch redeemed, so I am obligingly having a stretch. Because why not? If anyone else wants to stretch, feel free. Bintak, you can do what you want. Tony, they were good enough not to ask. I was grateful for that. I could tell they were probably wondering.
Above table, that feels like a leading question. They're a curious bunch, but sometimes they'll just seem to do things in quite a haphazard way, and sometimes things won't occur for us to ask.
It's about the feeling behind it always, and the result, of course, not always how we get there. Sometimes the way can be violent, but the outcome is worth it.
True.
And Mithras, Tony, what do you think of our Lord? Past though he may be, I don't know. Who ever heard of someone that old and powerful who was really gone?
My feelings are mixed. Of course, I don't think he's probably gone. How could he be? But it just seems like he's been gone for such a long time, and everything in his absence, like nothing seems to have improved for us whilst we were in torpor. Like, just like you said, with the security cameras, obviously, and now we're being hunted. It just seems like, and he's not here, and as much as the prince is just like, yes, everything's fine, but it's not fine. Just seems like everything is just going to shit.
I will say this to you, Tony, and please don't. No, I won't tell you not to tell the others, but please take it as a thought. I'm not saying this is what's happened, but I have my suspicions. If I was Mithras and I wanted to take London back, it would be very tempting to engineer a situation like this one, where the prince is under attack. The way of an elder is not to do the work yourself if you can have someone else do it for you.
It hadn't not occurred to me.
Well, I think with the party ending, I should perhaps retire for the night, or people will think it odd that I am still here. Please give my farewells to the rest of your coterie for me. And she walks onto an exhibit. It's a mock-up of like an old, like a Roman house. It's got real earth on the bottom and like partially built stone walls that are a really good replica of a Roman house. She lies down on the earth and kind of melds into it and sinks. We've also had a hydrate redeem, which feels appropriate given what just happened. Also with Bintak Tommy hydrating in his way.
The best way.
Okay, Tommy, you've returned to the museum full of warm vigour. And Alice and Henry, are you still in scoping the joint? Are you taking anything down in any kind of permanent form while you're doing that?
So who's that question?
Alice and Henry. One of you has to unmute.
So I'm just waiting to see whether or not it was me or
Either of you can
annoying.
say, like, are you taking down notes? Are you like taking photographs on your infernal telephone devices? Or are you?
No, I've taken some photographs, but I don't want to be too excessive to draw attention. And it seems to be the done thing. Looking around at people have taken a few, but not too many. I have taken notes of what we can of the locks of the security systems.
Okay.
Of the guards which enter and leave. But it's such a small sample size, that's almost useless.
It could be that during the day, when the museum is fully open, that the complement of guards and their shift rotation is different as well.
Mm-hmm. So I think we're largely... It's too populated. There's not a lot we can do here at the moment.
Alice, is there anything you want to add to that?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Lady Catherine, you have noticed that Tommy has reappeared. He's still semi in disguise because he has to be a little bit because of the way his face is. It's just the way things are for Nosferatu. But you've seen Tommy around. You've seen Tony tailing Gwenllian. They went into a room to talk. What are you doing? That's for Catherine.
I don't know. Because she was checking out the exhibits last we saw.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that Lady Catherine is wanting to do currently that she can do by herself.
You're probably feeling nostalgic, having seen all the jewellery and the...
Yes, definitely that.
Paintings and other things from times past.
Probably going, oh, I remember him. And I was wondering where that went. Every now and then. But of course, can't say these things out loud.
Do you remember how you lost the stuff that you had in your haven before?
It was probably a haven that I had previously had to flee.
Mm.
And with very short notice. So probably didn't get to pack a whole lot.
Faint memories, and I bring this up because some of them have been in various memoriam that we've had, like little flashbacks that you just had by yourself, of your house being bombed during the war.
Yes.
And you fleeing that.
Because that's also where I was distanced from Angelique, wasn't it?
That's how you lost Angelique, yeah.
So probably a fair few of the items were from that house.
Mm. Exactly.
For the time period, probably either a pewter or silver ring.
Mm-hmm.
Probably with an amethyst in it.
You do like that colour. In fact, I think that's more or less, if I was to hide your video right now, I think that's where your image comes from. I think it comes from this part of the book. So I just do wrong person. Can't count that. I think that's actually from a picture at the museum where someone's looking at some jewellery. Anyway, do you intend to regather before you leave? Because I mean, you're going to have to leave at some point, and security guards are saying things like we're going to close up in the next sort of 15 minutes.
Probably send out a group text. Everyone all right?
Who responds? Dr. Henry and Alice, you've got your phones out while you're making notes and taking photographs of them.
Yes, I'm just wondering whether maybe Alice, who's mentioned as mesmerised a few times, could possibly make use of it one time before we go and see if they can get anyone to try the lock. It's electronic, we don't know anything about it. Maybe one of the guards could try and fiddle and let us know about it. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm not going to answer the phone just now. I've got business to do.
Is anyone replying to Alice? To Catherine, sorry.
I'll respond. I'll let her know. We'll meet her shortly for leaving.
Tony? I think you're muted.
Yep, I'm fine. Where do you want to meet to leave?
And Tommy, do you respond?
Yeah, I'll say, yep, whereabouts, sorry, we'll meet up.
Because Tommy, I think, is the only one that knows an alternative way out that doesn't involve going through the sewers and then a very trip through through subways.
Okay.
So you give a location to meet up in, is what I'm getting.
Yes.
Okay. Henry suggested to Alice that Alice try mesmerise. Alice, do you want to do that?
Am I going to try and mesmerise somebody before we leave? Just to see if, on the off chance, they can unlock it?
I think, how best do you think you could use it? So we're not expecting to succeed with this, just to stress test. Maybe even tell them to do it after we've left, so that the alarms go off, and then maybe they'll move it. So that could be a bad idea.
So if I use mesmerise, can I use that in a way to get them to explain something to me, like how the security system works?
You can give them an instruction and they'll carry it out immediately to the best of their ability.
So that could be something worth considering. Ask them how a security system works.
Will they remember it?
I can use cloud memory afterwards.
Okay, we're just going to bore some holes in their brains. Okay.
So they will carry out any... How complex a command can it be?
It can be moderately complex. It's an unprepared mortal victim, as it says in the book.
We're going to go buy a hat.
Alice, there's security guards passing by. If you were to walk up to one of them, stare them in the eye, and issue a command using your mesmerism ability, what command would you be giving them?
I'm
not saying this is happening now. I'm just saying, how's this going to go if you try it?
I would say, excuse me, good sir, could you please describe how a security system works here?
Would that description include who would have access to the lock and the unlocking details?
Well, that's how the security system works, isn't it?
I mean, it probably depends on how much detail you ask for. Like, if you say, can you describe to me in extreme detail?
Give me an 8,000-word report.
Wait a second, this is a security guard, it's not ChatGPT.
I
Haven't
could
got
ask
that yet.
who designed this? I don't know.
What do you want? What do we want to know? How it works and who controls it, I suppose, and maybe where from.
Yeah. I also like
Well,
security cameras, things like that.
I was going to say, what are the security protocols for opening a secured object?
Also, it might be good to know when shift changes.
This is getting to be quite a complicated command.
Yeah, it's getting too
That's why I did ask.
You may want to
How many times can you
formulate.
use this in one night?
You may want to formulate the command before you go home and work on your prompt.
But if we get about 8 security people between us,
It does cost me a rouse check each time.
Yep. But you do have your herd of adoring fans.
It's very true, very true. I'm going to go back and meet with them. So I am going to say to the security guard, can you please explain to me how a security system works here in regards to opening a thing?
Secured cabinet?
Yeah,
Or
the display.
Cabinet, yeah.
He looks puzzled for a moment, then says, "Yeah, love, no problem. The security here is it's an electromagnetic lock. I think it's controlled by some of them are fingerprints, some of them are irises if they're very, very fancy. But that's pretty much it. It's an electromagnetic lock. There's an audit trail, so there's a log kept of who opened and closed each door. Every time it's opened up, it's kept. The details of who did it's kept, and the CCTV pretty much everywhere. Access to the control room is controlled by card key. Oh, did you do your rouse check, by the way? I should have made you do that.
Thank you. I'll do it now.
Please do it now, and we'll check whether you're also hungry or whilst talking to the security guard, who might look very tasty in a moment. Oh dear, that's you up to a 3 as well.
How much longer have we got in this building?
Not that much longer now. Catherine is looking to go.
I mean, I waited at the police station for Catherine for about 12 hours. So.
It wasn't that long.
If only we had someone in the group that had some skills in larceny.
Imagine.
I mean,
That someone might have completely forgotten all about.
To be honest, I thought everyone else had gone off to try and get them off the red list. I didn't realise everyone stayed here because Liv came down when I was in the middle of.
A text was sent and a date was arranged for 2 nights hence. So the red list meeting is going to take place. But not tonight.
So we could head off now. We have this information. We can head off and we can see what we can do with it. I mean, we could go and we could speak nicely to Tony and see if we can persuade Tony to use their wonderful larceny skills to enter the office to gain the paperwork.
That's why I was asking how long we had. Would I have a chance to try and steal a card off one of the security guards?
Not tonight, and there's so few of them that it'd be very hard to go unnoticed, I think. That's Henry's sense as well. That
whilst I'm looking at them, how do they wear the cards? Are they attached?
They're up on the sort of lapel part of the, not lapel, like pocket level of a shirt.
Also above table, but I assume that once you explain this to me, I'm probably going to realise that the iris that you need to open the thing is somebody's specific eye who we probably need to get off the red list. Don't think, because they're her artifacts.
Yes, but let's not dwell on that right now. All I want you to do is to get the paperwork.
Above table, what we're going to do when we get to.
Don't give me time for this right now.
When we request the assistance, is not mention that we need the iris of somebody that they may not want us to kill, but mention that we're looking for a logbook to see whose irises we can choose to take out, so we can go eyeball shopping.
Dr. Henry is very aware that you don't need to kill someone to take their eyeball.
Exactly. I'm hungry. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I'm just wondering what the punishment is for killing such a high-level vampire.
It might be getting added to the
Not
red list.
killing. We're merely borrowing an eye.
Genuine question. Once we take the eye, could we surgically put it back?
I mean, we could give it back. What they do with it is up to them.
We could give it back, but for what purpose?
Well, that's why I said could we surgically put it back? That way we could literally say, we're going to borrow your eye. We'll put it back. Don't worry. We've got a surgeon on the squad.
Yeah, that would completely convince me. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, take my.
Prince Sergeant, that's psychopath in the corner.
Yeah, I really think just the kinship that Tony feels with this person who's essentially part of his vampire family is going to really help you to convince me that you want to borrow someone's eye.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not that person, because I'm hoping it's generally you would have several people have access to it on the security team. I'm hoping that's the case.
The problem would, because these might be objects that want to be researched and things like that. So to have her there all the time seems a bit of a pain in the ass for that person.
And again, hire vampire. Do they really want to have the hassle of locking and unlocking it themselves every time someone needs it? Seems like a lot of hassle. They're going to send someone to get it for them, aren't they?
Depends on how serious they take their security, I guess.
Maybe.
I'm going to say that Dr. Henry and Alice are having this conversation with the group wherever they've arranged to meet up prior to leaving, so that you can all be involved.
Yeah.
And I will say
because we're currently discussing with Tony what lie to tell Tony.
I have to try and justify how this happens somewhere.
Also, while we're there, I'll say that I scouted it round. There's basically only 2 hunters outside. I couldn't see any around the rest of the buildings. But what's your plans for leaving here?
Well, we were going to ask you. You got in here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know a way out that
Do we want
gets
to
us away from the hunters
peacefully, or do we want to exit and try and take out some hunters?
That gives us more hassle than we currently need at this point in time. We've got nothing on our plate.
Can you confidently confirm that neither of those hunters' eyeballs will open the cabinet?
Yes, I can 100% confidently confirm.
We'll sneak out the back.
It's a tight squeeze, but you manage to make your way through the air conditioning system and out through the ventilation duct low at the back of the building onto the street. You're in central Bloomsbury-ish. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, let's say, at this point. You're looking pretty good as a group. You're not feeling the cold, luckily, because Kindred don't.
Good job in this little apron.
Where are you going to go just now? Are you all going to go back to your own havens? Are you all going to go back to the haven that you came from?
I'm going to head off to my little coven because I need to feed.
Okay.
I want to stay local. Do I have any havens local?
You've got your mansion-type building, which is a little bit out of town, and you've got your flat, which isn't that far from the hospital that has a ward named after you. The flat does have the slight hindrance that it's where you conducted the experiment on that gangrel and then bricked him up before you went into torpor. And you're vaguely aware that somewhere there's someone hunting you. And that was where you last saw him.
Not very discreet, am I? Is there a nightlife in this area? Pubs, bars?
Yeah, probably one or two,
busy?
yeah. There'll be bars nearby. It's not too far from central London. You could get down to like Oxford Street, Soho.
Is this weekday or weekend?
It
Actually,
is a
London
weekday.
doesn't matter, does it? London is going to be same. I'm going to try and look for somebody very drunk that I can possibly isolate.
Okay, I'm gonna get my bit of paper and throw these other ones everywhere. Okay. Right, for you to hunt for someone specific, and we'll decide what specific you're looking for. Can you just give me wits awareness or who you find? Finally, he gets to use his upgraded skill.
You watch it roll in bestial failure now.
Fingers crossed.
Where's Wednesday? What do you mean fingers crossed?
You could take that either way.
What's the thing about? There. 4.
Okay, you got 4 successes, 3 of which were on hunger dice. But it's okay because you got one in normal. That's okay. It's not I've forgotten the term again. It's not a bestial failure. It's the kind where you succeed, but the beast does it for you. What kind of person are you looking for, Dr. Henry?
Drunk and passed out, or drunk
passed
and
out.
shortly to pass out, and somewhere out of the way. So either alleyway or someone entering a hotel on their own, maybe someone that I can.
This all feels quite possible. Give me a
Quietly
moment.
kill. Maybe I have to stalk them for a little bit. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not too long. I want it to be weird.
Towards the University of London, there's a number of small green spaces, and the streets are a lot quieter, especially at night, even with the students there. They tend to be quite studious types over there. But you find a couple of students who have been drinking. They're on their way back to their flats in a very lazy fashion. They're having a little sit down in Gordon Square. You follow them for a bit and get the sense that they're pretty far gone. Do you want to make a move there, or do you want to try and get them somewhere quieter? You could talk to them, try and get them to follow you somewhere, or you could just go for it in the square.
I'm trying to remember how old I was.
Mm-hmm.
Deaf. Am I going to be a handsome man or not?
I think. I mean, in the dark with the light behind you. Give me a second.
That's what Floss says as well. Actually,
I'm just double
how was this
checking.
dark?
Your age should be on your character sheet on the second page. I'm just looking on there. You appear to be 35.
I'm probably too old for students.
It depends. I think you get mature students. You also get immature students, and these ones have been behaving quite immaturely, but they're not necessarily young. I'm intrigued about this person who intends to drink the blood of people, worrying about the morality of approaching them in a public place.
It's not the morality of it. It's the what's the word? Being caught side of it. Oh, so I can't think of the word. Right, so I'll keep following them, hoping one of them splits off. They're going to assume they're going to go back to their student accommodation, and I'll have separate rooms.
That's how it's looking. There's 2. Okay. A couple of streets further along. Where are we heading? Yeah, one of them heads into student housing, leaving the other alone to carry on walking down the street. It's dark and it's quiet. There's not no one around, but there's very few people around.
Okay, I'm going to approach the one that's been left on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say to them, they need to come back to the park. They dropped something.
Oh, did you see what I dropped?
I didn't. I just saw it dropped. It looked shiny, like some kind of jewelry, some kind of coin.
Oh, shit. I should get that. And they turn around and head towards the park again. Not going very fast, but they are going.
I'll come with you and I can show you where it is.
Oh, thanks.
And then, see, I need them to be knocked out to really benefit from the food.
Are you going to knock them out?
That's
Taking
that's-
matters into your own hands.
well, unless they're going to fall asleep of their own, I've got two choices: sing them a lullaby or whack them across the head.
You don't need. That's your preference. It's not the only way you can feed.
Okay. In that case, then once I get to the park, I will try and lead them off the main road a bit of the park into a secluded area
Mm-hmm.
and feed.
Need my bit of paper again. That's the wrong bit of paper. You're kind of using an alley cat feeding style there. So rather than what I'd usually have you roll, which would be a stealth kind of thing, let's say. I'm going to double check I'm not giving you something that you have nothing in, because that would be unfair. You wouldn't have made that choice. Yeah, let's have you do wits and streetwise.
I know what I should have done.
Same thing I had Tommy do.
I know what I should have done. What I should have done is use medical anesthesia.
Oh, you haven't done the roll yet. You still could.
Yeah, I'm going to use medical anesthesia.
How are you going to inject that into them without them noticing?
They're absolutely hammered.
Okay.
I think even if they do feel a slight nick or something, they're not going to.
Okay, give me a dexterity stealth with a difficulty of 2.
Dexterity stealth. Oh dear. I don't like those odds. Can I not give you a medicine? I've got like speciality in.
Okay, dexterity medicine then.
I've got anesthetic specialty.
Yes, you can have an extra 1. Not entirely sure that feels right in these circumstances, but you are using anesthetics, so we play.
Medicine, dexterity, +5 +1. I'm glad you support my choices.
I'm glad you're taking ownership of what your character's doing. You're
3.
applying anesthetic to a drunk student so you can drink their blood. I'm glad shouldn't come into this. That is also.
But I am qualified, at least.
And that was again dicey, if I can use that pun. You managed to slip. Thanks, Tony. You managed to get the needle. Somehow they don't notice. I guess they must be quite far gone, and it's just a little pinch, maybe on the upper arm, through the clothing. It's probably quite thin clothing. It takes a couple of minutes for it to take effect. They have a sit down on a bench in the park, and then they just gently slide over, and they're out. You take their pulse. They're still breathing. Blood's still pumping.
I feed. Well, I.
Where are we talking? Are we talking neck? Are we talking wrists? Are we talking? I mean, there's other places as well, but I'm not going to put.
I don't really mind. We'll go for traditional. Go for the neck. No, let's keep it traditional. Keep it old school.
How much hunger are you intending to slake?
I am intending to take 3.
Well, you've only got 3 hunger, so I'm not going to make you roll for whether or not you manage to control yourself enough to only take 3. If you take 3, that's okay. That's going to have an effect on the person, but I don't think Dr. Henry's too bothered about that.
I have my acid ready.
And your conviction is. Right. No, it doesn't go against your conviction. People are just like clockwork and fascinating. Yep. Need to take apart. Never miss a chance to study them. Yes, you wouldn't even be taking a stain for this. Okay.
No, he's quite an asshole. So.
You feed. Do you sort of support the back of their head or anything to keep them upright? Because obviously they're.
Yeah, why not? We'll ease them into death.
Your fangs ease into their neck, and you drink. And after a few minutes, the breathing slows and stops. And then the pulse stops as well. And they're gone. You can take your hunger down to 0. What do you do with the body?
I Burn it with acid again.
Okay, is that a rouse check?
I think it was free. I can't seem to take my health down. So where can I take my health?
It is one of your Oblivion abilities. It's Ashes to Ashes, which I don't have to hand because it's in the player's guide. And I should have made it.
Dice roll. Stamina plus Oblivion versus stamina plus medicine.
They haven't got anything because you've anesthetized them, so you're just going to succeed on that. They can't act.
Well, in that case, it looks like they're in for
I'm
a
really
rough night.
terrified about the time you try this on someone who you haven't like knocked out or fed from first, because you could. And there's that familiar smell as the acidity takes hold, and it goes from smelling of hot sweet pork and warm chalk, and then it smells like something's been burnt, and then it smells like nothing at all.
And now I'll just head back home. Whichever haven.
Which home? The flat is nearest, but the mansion is where you might feel most comfortable.
I'll go to the mansion.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Alice, you've gone to your haven, which is a little bit out of town. I think I think you'd arranged it with Lady Catherine that she had a property you could let your group of followers use.
Oh, I was unaware of that, but okay.
I think there'd been some arrangement there from my memory of it. Is there anyone specific you're looking to feed from? We have populated your coven.
Yes, I have got a list, haven't I? I've got a list.
I also have a list.
Mm.
When you arrive, they're asleep because it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. You could wait until the next night before you feed, potentially. You've got that risk of waking up hungrier again, but up to you.
No, I'm going to feed, and I'm going to feed from Chloe because she likes the attention, so
okay.
I'll feed from her, give her a bit of attention.
I'm not going to make you roll for that, but how much hunger are you planning to slake here?
Oh, well, I already took 2 off, so 2.
Okay, it would be unwise to try and, it would be unwise to let your people die.
I'm not going to kill them.
Okay. She's chatty before you get to it, as it were, and she tells you about how there's a new person staying with them who's just come from the city. She seems okay. The group have checked her out and she seems all right, but she's new.
And how do you know she's okay?
She knows stuff about magic. She knows stuff about the old ways. She seems on the level. We aren't obviously letting her into everything, but she asked if she could stay for a couple of days. We're keeping an eye on her, but she's staying.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on her.
I think her name's Maria, but I don't know her surname.
Okay. Rings no bells.
After that, do you settle down to take your day sleep?
After I've fed?
Yes, after you fed.
I will be, yes.
I wasn't going to give you in excruciating detail like I tried to do for... I can do if you'd like, but...
I'm just going to tell her, shut up talking, grab a list and feed.
Right.
At least I looked after mine.
In a sense. Tommy, where are you heading to?
Keep your mind together safely.
My own haven.
Yeah, so you've got your space in the Nosferatu Warrens.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to come back to that as well, if you don't mind. Just checking out where everyone's going. Tony, where are you going to go? You have in the past stayed with your touchstone, who's called Seth, who lives a little bit out of London, but not too far, down south near another hospital. You have also been staying at Lady Catherine's borrowed place in King's Road.
I think I'm feeling Lady Catherine's borrowed place in the King's Road.
If that's okay with Lady Catherine?
Fine by me.
So you both return together?
Yep.
Lady Catherine, I think I need you in on this as well, so just join us, please, with your mic on. When you left the Haven, how did you leave it? Oh, sorry. Have your cough. How did you leave when you left? So, like, the last thing that happened there is you were all getting ready to go out for the evening, and you were getting a taxi. Would you have left lights on? Would you have locked the door completely? Or would you have nothing to fear from the population? What are they going to do?
I don't like the fact that you're asking me this question.
I'm just asking what the building's like when you come back to it.
See, I feel like locking the door would perhaps be a little bit foreign to Lady Catherine. So it is entirely possible that she forgot to lock the door.
Okay.
And turn off the lights.
Right.
Yeah, we could probably have left some lights on. So it looked like people were in. So
it depends on how quickly we were trying to get out of the house.
I mean, also there's the thing of like, would normal people leave the lights on all night?
I do.
It's London.
Okay. You come back to find that the door's locked. There are some lights on. It's a configuration of lights. They're not all on, but some of them are on.
Okay.
Is there a chance Lady Catherine has a key?
Yes.
Okay. You would use
or at least knows where a spare one is.
Yeah. Would you? I'm assuming that there's a key left in the flat when you acquired it.
Probably.
Okay, that's where you got it. So you're unlocking the door, going up.
Aye.
Up the stairs, through the little doorway into the flat.
Who's in my house?
You can
There's
hear.
a lot of detail.
You get the sense there might be someone else in the house.
Fuck.
Oh, is it Miles?
Please be Miles. Please be Miles, not the weird, creepy ex-boyfriend.
Looking through the house, because you get the sense, like the flat rather, you get the sense that there's something going on here, like something doesn't feel quite right.
Is Tony with me at this point?
Tony, are you with Lady Catherine at this point?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay, good. I was like, Tony.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Tony. Something's not right, Tony.
You're gripped onto my arm.
And Lady Catherine, I imagine, has like quite long claw-like nails as well.
Yeah, I know.
Almost like these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe that's where I got the idea from.
I might be.
Oh my god, my nails match my dress.
Kindred, but I can feel those.
So I'll loosen my grip of Tony's arm a bit.
There's only one
less stabby.
There's one full bedroom in the apartment. There's one sort of guest bedroom, but there's one full bedroom. And lying on the bed.
Oh, Tony, someone's in my bedroom.
Looking not great. You recognise the figure of Miles.
Sorry.
His cheeks are hollow. There's a pale scar across his brow. When his eyes flicker open, hearing you come in, there's a kind of haunted look to them, and there's a burn visible across his upper body.
What the fuck happened to you?
Just moving my notes around so I can read the bits of stuff.
Sorry for my
it's fine.
little bit over the top reaction.
You're fine. I thought I'd imagined you. They showed me pictures, tests, things that burned when I looked for too long, and I kept thinking, Catherine would have known how to lie better than this. Oh, God, it's so good to see you.
That doesn't tell me what happened, or how you got here.
They came that first night after we went out together. They came, and they tried to take.
Be specific.
I don't know. They were wearing masks and like goggles and stuff. Security people, mortals with weapons. They killed someone on my dining room table.
Yeah,
they were torturing someone.
Have to clean up.
And I took steps, but then 2 more of them turned up, and they shot me with something. I don't know what, but it was bad. And after that, I don't know where I was. I was in some kind of facility, and they were testing things. Things burned. They called it containment, but it felt like vivisection. They wanted to know what will stop us. Sunlight's an old story, everyone knows that, but They tried other ways, chemicals, radiation, sound frequencies.
Bit of drum and bass. Sorry.
Look, werewolves hate drum and bass. It's a well-known fact. I just made up. He touches the back of his neck. This thing, I can't heal it. Every dawn it's still there, humming under the skin. And at the back of his neck, just below the hairline, there's like a cut, a vertical cut. And you can pull it apart and see attached to the bone is a very small microchip.
Okay. Do you want me to try and get it out?
I don't think I can. I think it can't heal. It's still there every time the dawn comes again. Every dawn when I sleep, it's still there when I wake. They said
What
it's
if I
for
take out the microchip?
They said it's for monitoring, but I think it's a leash. I think without this I wouldn't be back.
So what you're trying to tell me here is they put something in you for monitoring, and your first thought was to come here,
Where I live,
where
yeah.
we're all staying.
I didn't know you were staying here. I came back to my flat and found there were signs that other people had been living here.
Okay, you know what? Fair. I didn't get a chance to ask you because you were gone.
Well, I wasn't really in a position to get a message to you.
Miles.
I think everyone should be scared. They can just come at any time to our havens. We've always known that's our biggest risk. In the daytime, we can't do anything to stop them. Catherine, there's more though. They weren't all... The people that did this, they weren't all human.
Oh, God.
There were thin bloods in white coats. I could smell them. They're working for Antigen. Trading secrets for protection. The Operation Antigen, the group that are like running this whole thing, the security stuff, all the soldiers.
Oh, I didn't know they had a name.
The cameras, they put extra
I've
cameras
just been
out.
calling them dickheads.
Well, okay, the dickheads. They've got thin bloods working for them. Maybe even vampires, I don't know.
We're being betrayed by our own kind.
Maybe. One of them said that we're an evolutionary dead end. I told him to come back in 100 years and try saying that again.
What was the name of the party?
The party?
The party, big party. Towards the start of the campaign.
Oh, Elysium.
Elysium.
Elysium, thank you.
Miles missed
My brain
Elysium.
kept going equilibrium. Is that how they knew about Elysium?
It must have been. Or they found out by some other means, but they had information. And then they captured a bunch of us and were testing for more information. I've seen them, they've tested UV light, they've tested other kinds of lights, they've tested chemicals. I saw them set people on fire. I mean, cutting off the head and, like, setting them on fire, that's going to kill pretty much anything.
Don't have to be a vampire to die for that.
But it's so good to see you, Catherine.
It's so good to see you, Miles. Oh my God, Miles! Apparently Angelique is alive. That's a whole other time for when you're not feeling quite so shit. But yeah, that's a thing.
Alive?
Alive, apparently.
Who says?
Tosspot. Can't remember his name.
Algernon.
So I'm assuming he'd know the nickname.
Yeah. Magpie, the guy who...
Aye.
But...
I don't know.
Is he not dead now?
No, he's not.
Angelique's dead.
And he wants to blood bond for the information.
But she was destroyed in the
That's
bombing.
what I thought. But apparently not. So that's a whole other thing. But we'll talk about that another time. I just wanted to tell you because duh. Do you want me to try and get this microchip out?
Not right now.
If
I think we might need to see someone to try and get this removed. If it's attached, then getting it off will be very painful. But we'll have to do something because
I know a surgeon.
Once I feed, the skin will heal around it, and then it'll be even harder.
Okay. I know a surgeon. I have one on speed dial. I will call him.
Okay, but for now, I need to just rest.
Okay.
And we're going to move.
You
Oh, I'm going to move. You say what you need to say, and I'll shift the focus again.
I was going to say, you stay here. I'm going to stick some towels under your head because you're going to ruin the pillows. But
He doesn't
you
bleed.
stay here.
Bleeding doesn't happen easily with Kindred because you've got to make the blood go places. And if you choose
But
not
if
to,
it's an
it
open
won't.
wound, would it not still be at least a little bit moist?
A little bit moist, but it's not going to
Yeah.
be a huge problem to the sheets. Tony, are you still happy to stay there?
Am I?
Are you staying there, given all this?
Ooh, good point.
You can do. It's just that when dawn comes, you're going to collapse on the ground until night falls. You might want to
And-
choose where you are.
And he's tagged. So they know where he is.
Like an
Um,
injured swan.
Yeah. I mean, it's this information is useful, but I might just say good night to Lady Catherine and go find somewhere else to hang out.
I may
Yeah.
join you because if they're expecting him to be here, not us.
That's true.
So if I leave with you, they're not going to come back for him. I thought because they just wouldn't have released him.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be more resource heavy to release him and then catch him again.
Yeah, but they'll know that if they're looking for more of us,
They'll go to where he is, but they're not going to come back to take him. So he's going to still be here in the morning or the evening. So I think I'll go with you. Give him my phone number so he can contact us.
yeah,
And then leave.
Between the two of you, you might even be able to book somewhere at short notice and find somewhere to stay.
I think that's.
I have
probably-
mortal money. That's not a problem.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then that is
How
what.
did this place called a travel lodge?
Not great during the day though, which is what you need.
We just booked 2 nights.
Tommy, when you get back to your haven, there's still a fair number of unhoused people around your area. And some words got back, and you talk with some of the other Nosferatu and some of the other people there about it while you're there. People have been vanishing for a few weeks now. Lots of, like, not just kindred, but like some mortals as well, some ghouls. Buildings that have been empty for years suddenly getting security added. Police sweeps. Funding for charities has suddenly dropped or been changed. That's the vibes you're getting. Because I'm trying to summarize a little bit because it's just like you're part of a big information network that you've put together.
Okay.
That is what is happening just now. Do you want to do anything or act in any way, or are you just going to take your day sleep?
I don't really have much time left to do anything, I don't think.
Not particularly. And your hunger is as sated as it's going to get for the moment, I think.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go to sleep.
Okay. And last, before we end, Dr. Henry, you return to your mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Something feels wrong. It's just the air. There's a smell that's wrong. A little bit of
You hurt
antiseptic.
Teddy and I'll hurt you.
A little bit of antiseptic. A little bit of something earthy. Hints of brick dust. You keep some decorative surgical instruments. Like they're old. Too old to be useful, but you keep them as like a decoration. But they've been moved. There's something wrong about them. What's wrong about them?
No, I don't. No, I can't see him.
And there's a patch on the wall that looks like it has been slightly damp, as though it was recently wiped clean.
I will warn you, if this is where I think it's going, the next session is going to be very different.
Looking around the house, you can't see anyone there that shouldn't be there. Nothing is entirely amiss. It just feels...
The brickwork where it's been wiped down.
Yeah?
Is it hollow behind there by any chance?
Nope. Solid brick.
Solid brick. And where are the surgical tools?
Exactly where they should be. Just about. It looks like
But
they've been
not
moved.
quite.
They're not quite where you left them.
So someone's picked them up, used them, and put them back, trying to put them back in the same place.
Or someone's just picked them up and put them back down. You can't be sure. You can't tell if they've been used or not. If they've been used, they're thoroughly cleaned.
Okay, I will look closely at the wall, see if I can find any kind of clue that may have been left.
Give me a wits investigation.
Wits.
Let's say wits awareness because you're checking your own.
Dr. Henry. So we're going to go wits. Which intelligence, which awareness?
Either. Whichever if you have a preference, you can use your preference.
Yeah, we'll do wits awareness. That's fine.
Okay. Six successes.
Yeah, it was.
There's no sign here on this damp or recently wiped damp patch, but moving to the next room, scratched into the plaster, low down, are the words, in capital letters, "You left me in the dark. I learned to watch." And that's where we'll be ending this session.
Well, this has been an interesting session.
Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Do I need to just check in? People okay? Everyone
All
okay?
good.
Okay.
That was really good.
Cool.
That was fun.
Hopefully, I'm hearing that in 2 weeks we may not all be available, but we'll see how we get on. We will try and schedule another session, and we will maintain this momentum. Thank you all for playing. You're marvelous. I appreciate you very much. Thank you if you're watching for watching. I'm going to say who I am and what's next on the channel, and then I'll pass on to anyone else. And if you have anything to promote, go for it. I'm Lavaita, and next on the channel we'll be playing our ongoing Cult Divinity Lost game, The Atrocity Exhibition, Episode 2, which will be tomorrow night at 9 PM UK time. Please work out your other ones. And if there's anything you want to check up on, it's online. Also, we have a podcast that I've been working on for ages and is starting to come out now. So the first episode of that came out this week. Check that out. It's short and it's fun. It's also occasionally horrific. We're basically playing the same scenario 7 times with different players, and it comes out different every time. I'm going to throw to Bintak.
Right, sorry. Just thanks for the session. I have nothing to report. Bye, everyone. Dyson?
I am Dyson. I have been Dr. Henry, and I'm not quite as much of an asshole as Dr. Henry is. It's just for the role play.
Mm-hmm.
Over. Over to Tony.
So I'm Genek, and I've been playing Tony Castelli, and today I discovered some one of my clients has written a book to raise money for Adam Brooks called what did she say? It was The Nun and something. The Nun and I'll have to look it up.
If you send me a link, I can put it in the show notes on YouTube.
She's already raised £600 for Adam Brooks, and her goal is to raise £1,000. And she's this 80-odd-year-old woman who's one of our service users. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. I must tell people about this. So I will send Lavaita a link.
Cool.
And then if people want to buy her book, apparently it's got murder in it. So there we go.
Sold.
Who are you throwing to, Genek?
I'm going to throw to Floss.
If you throw it in Discord, I will try and pick it up myself.
Floss.
Hello, I am Floss. I play Dice Mockendale. I have nothing to report really. I'm quite boring. Thank you. And to you, Dyson.
Dyson's been.
I am Dyson, and once again I play.
I don't know who's been and who hasn't. I can't keep up. Over to you, Gil.
Hi, my name is Ghoul. I don't really have anything to promote. I'll be making some Christmas crafty stuff on stream soon. Is that it?
Cool. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like or whatever. All of those things, we very much appreciate them. I'm going to quickly find someone we can possibly read, which I should have been doing while we were doing all that, but I got interested in hearing what everyone was saying, so I stopped. And Infinite Monkey Tales are going, so we will raid Infinite Monkey Tales. Thank you for watching. We'll see you hopefully in 2 weeks, but if not, soon. Definitely soon.